Hey, this free game podcast, hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Today, we're going to watch a video of Pimpin Ken. Again, we're going to go back at it. We're going to break down the Young Thug RICO case. And we're going to see why black men need to study law. Black men is ruled by law. The female is more chaotic and dysfunctional. It takes the man that brings the law. Moses brought the law. The divine masculine have to bring the law to the land. And I want black men to study law because that's our nature. That's our nature. That's our field. First place we can start off at is family law, family court law. Because we getting a lot of men messed over in that system, right? So, we're going to look at the video of Pimpin Ken breaking it down why Young Thug is in jail. Right? We're going to break it down.
You know, it sparked in young African Americans to be drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? Before that, you know, you hear Al Capone, you know, you hear Frank Nitty. We was inspired to be gangsters. That's when you start seeing young African American men want to be gangsters because, you know, I mean, you know, perception is reality. So, you know, that those laws that was established back then have been enhanced. So what they doing now is they adding the gang a section to it, you know. So they're bringing the gang thing to it. So, like, you know, what people don't know is, like, when you're a member of a gang, if that gang is still active and you're not active, you know, the feds, what they do, they try to send people from the gang into your clique to try to make sure, you know, they can make those connections. And, you know what I'm saying, if you so happen to just say, man, bring me a dime bag of weed over the phone, you know, using the phone, electronic services is considered conspiracy or it's a federal crime, you know. And so it's 5,000 federal statutes on the federal, it's 5,000 statutes on the federal list of crimes. So you don't know when you, like, a lot of people don't know, if you go to Walmart and you open your door and you hit somebody's door, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's actually, and you leave, that's fleeing the city of car, that's a felony. So a lot of these dudes is committing felonies, you know, and I bet you any money, Young Thug didn't even know half the things he was doing with the I bet you he didn't even know that having a silencer by itself can carry life. You know, I bet you he didn't even know that all those guns in the commission of drugs.
Now, when you go into court, he just said Young Thug didn't know most of the crimes he was doing, right? He didn't know. He definitely didn't know, but what the judge is going to tell you, right? Guess what they're going to tell you? They're going to say ignorance of the law is no excuse. So they're going to be looking at you like you, because you done broke so many laws that you don't remember what the hell you done. Especially when you running a gang, right? He's running a whole gang, committing crimes unknowingly, and they just gonna look at you like you. Right? Y'all gotta catch on. Y'all have to study the law. That's what I'm saying. If y'all into the gang related activity, the more you know law, the more you'll get respect in that court. Nobody likes a dumb or thug. Nobody likes a dumb or a stupid thug. Back at it, man.
Drugs was the case, because they probably been doing it so long. He didn't know that every time his partners come over there and they strapped and they do something, or they did something, and they get to talking about whatever they doing, they didn't know they was building cases. And all it takes is one person to be in your crew that's loose as a Montana goose. You know what I'm saying? And then that person, could go in there and work. But the way from me looking at it, it looked like they got an informant. You know what I mean? More than likely they got an informant because, me being in the feds, doing 5.5 years in the feds, I know how they get down. Mm-hmm. Half the niggas, I done read their transcripts because, I was doing a little law when I was in the federal penitentiary because I was trying to get out my own self. I was trying to, read the law books. So I know that, in a case like this, what I'm saying, they more than likely probably got informants. You know what I'm saying? They probably somebody they let out of jail and niggas say, oh.
And like he said, you got somebody in the crew loose as a Montana goose. They running off at the mouth, man. How could you get away with crime with 28 people? You don't know where all these people going. You don't know who these people talking to. You don't know the females these people talking to. They definitely got an informant. They definitely got a person from the inside ratting. Somebody for the tail for a double cheeseburger, man. And the Young Thug gonna sit up there and rot in jail until whenever they done with him. He's under their mercy right now. But we're tired of Young Thug wearing dresses, and we're tired of him wearing makeup and putting on dresses. Now you're a thug. Or you want to be a woman. But they'll teach you how to be a woman in there, brother. Oh, you gonna be the woman up in there.
Oh man, it's a real nigga. He did his time. But sometimes real niggas do their time, but they can get out on what they call a Rule 35. They get out on some shit, that you don't even know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? They can say they could agree to cooperate 5 years later, then the feds can use them. So if in that case, if the feds if they allow, if they got some informants and Thug now was talking about anything that was even they went back to 2012. So he started his organization around that time, right? So they say he's one of the founders of the organization. So they went back all the way then. Imagine what a nigga doing if he ain't getting $350,000 a show. You know what I'm saying? I could tell you some shit that I did that I wouldn't dare do now. You know what I'm saying? So, but if they can go back that far and the RICO allows them to go back as far as they want, then guess what? You know what I'm saying? You might be, being charged with some shit that you done and got away with it. Like I was some of the best I ever did and got away with it, but if they put me at the RICO charge, I may not get away with it. So, what I'm saying? A lot of things that was going on, like I told you, with the hip hop fraternity, one of the things I do is when people open up a chapter, I tell them, I say, man, you your own boss. You the CEO of that city. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't know when you're part of a gang, you got to let them know, man, you blood, but you blood over there in New York. You know what I'm saying? You ain't part of the blood here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all thing. So hip hop fraternity, I license them to name the hip hop fraternity. So they can DBA, but their company is Beehive Incorporated or Dutch, Incorporated. So they run their own company. You understand me? I don't pay their taxes. I ain't got nothing to do with their taxes. But what we win at, what we share it, is we share the social media, the hiphopfraternity.com. So we all benefit from the hiphopfraternity.com because all those people are access that we all have access to. We can sell our music to them. We can upload our videos and they can all see it. And then on the profit sharing side, if I sell some clothing to your chapter, then you get a 50% profit of that clothing share. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I set my organization up because I understand how the feds move. I told you, I don't know if I...
And why Young Thug couldn't be legal? Why he couldn't take the legal route to get himself money? Now, this why Young Boosie, Lil Boosie, I'm from Louisiana. I just said Young Boosie. But anyway, this is why Boosie said you shouldn't be in your hometown. It's too much bull crap that you can get into in your hometown, and you're going to fall for it every time. You're going to fall for the bullcrap every time. Now, why Young Thug is out there in gang-related activities, like you don't have the money to get away from the street. Why get rich to go back to the street? And that's why I don't feel sorry for some people. This why I don't feel sorry for these dumb ass rappers that's out here like Young Thug. Sit your ass in jail. Because it's no reason why you should be in street beef.
I told you last time, but when you think about, the Black Panthers, you think about, the Nation of Islam, you think about the Hebrew Israelites, all those organizations was targeted by the federal government. They tried to indict all their leaders of those organizations. And one of the reasons why is because, it's the fear of the Black Messiah. You know what I'm saying? And the Black Messiah is so-called Black Jesus, from the hood that come and save everybody and wake everybody up and teach them group economics and teach them financial literacy and teach them about the internet. So they want to marginalize that dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you set up things, you got to look at history. You know what I'm saying? So if they can't get you with, the Black Power shit, they gonna get you with the criminal shit. Yeah. So the way the mafia was brought down was with the RICO. So they named shit after niggas RICO. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? That's a Mexican, right? RICO. RICO Suave. So they got a Mexican name to bring down a bunch of niggas, right? So don't laugh, B. You making me laugh, right? I'm trying to be serious.
Would you?
But the larger point is that, the reason why I call the organization Hip Hop Fraternity, because the word hip hop is owned and controlled by the majors, right? Yeah. So they indict me under Hip Hop Fraternity. They got to indict Sony, Columbia. So we got to be smart. I'm just really giving niggas some game. You know what I'm saying? All this I'm saying.
See, that's why black men need mentors. And Young Thug, YSL, what the F do that mean? That's how they looking at it. What's this YSL you speak of? Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. It's nothing else named YSL. And then you have across the street, you have YSN, Young Lucci. It's so easy to track down black men mistakes. It's so easy to put us behind bars like dogs. Because we don't think on a corporate level. Young Thug is a complete idiot and he deserved to go to jail. He's a complete idiot.
I'm saying, and answer your question, I'm gonna give them the game. Try to separate yourself from the criminal side of it. You know what I'm saying? So I know that if I call myself Black Fraternity, I know that they would have demonized us, made us like the Black Panthers or like the Nation of Islam, like the Hebrew Israelite. But when you use universal terms like hip hop, that is endorsed and espoused by most of Americans, you know what I'm saying? Then you keep yourself out of trouble and out of harm's way. Anybody that ever watch any of my videos on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I always talk like I'm on trial. So I'm always defending myself. I'm not a pimp, you know what I'm saying? I used to pimp, you know what I'm saying? Just in case they want to use my words against me, and that's what it seems like they're doing.
See, what we got to understand is he said that he talked like he's being heard by the police, heard by the FBI. And this is very good and very sad at the same time. Why? White supremacists. a white person can go on the TV and say what the fuck they want to. But you get your black ass out there and you say what you want to, they looking into your record. These celebrities begin arrested because they say certain things, and they have those celebrity police watching your ass. They on your ass like white on rice. So basically, you got to talk like you a caged animal. Because you're free, but you're never outside that cage. That cage big enough for you to roam around.
Thug now, that they're using their words and their music against them. Be careful. You know what I mean? Name yourself something. You know, if you want to call yourself a gay, name yourself. Donald Trump boys. You know what I mean? So if they incarcerate you, they got to take Donald Trump ass with you. Like we want the Donald Trump boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, it's how it's how you beat the crime. You got to look at yourself like you're on trial. You know what I mean? Imagine being indicted. You know what I'm saying? So when you out there, you doing things, you got to do it as though you about to get indicted, because we're a black man, we're targeted. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know that. That's no mystery. So by being that we target, even the Beehive show is a certain way you got to, word the show is a certain way you got to, let the audience speak, because or your guest speak, because you want to make sure that you're not complicit.
Exactly.
So what happens is, Young Thug fuck with a lot of street niggas. I fuck with a lot of street niggas. But every time you hear me say East Side, I say I'm from the East Side, but I'm not the East Side gangster. You know what I'm saying? I say that every time, so the prosecutors can't come back and say, see, he said on Beehive that he's the East Side gangster. No, I qualify that. Every time we talk about pimping, I say I'm no longer pimping.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So when we don't do that, then we give prosecutors as black men an opportunity to come in and swamp down on us and use.
When you get on that camera, man, your ass ain't free. When you get on that camera, they watching your ass. They watching your ass. You think they're going to stop? You think they're going to stop watching you? You rich and you successful. You think they're going to stop watching you? They not. They're not going to stop watching. You're under investigation 24 hours a day. Please, officer, can you stop watching me? Please. They're not going to stop watching, bro. Get used to it. When you get on this camera, when you get on that mic, you better code switch. Because when they ask me questions, I'm going to act like I don't know nothing.
False narratives against us. For in the case of R. Kelly, R. Kelly, right? R. Kelly did not commit. He's not no RICO. He don't even qualify for the RICO. He was a one-man soldier. He was a one-man bandit. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have no bunch of people. You know what I mean? He wasn't committing no crimes like they said. So his lawyer is subpoenaing to the Supreme Court right now to have it overturned. And they're thinking about overturning because they said that the prosecutor cheated. And that's what the prosecutor did in R. Kelly case. That's what they do in the mob case. That's what they're doing in Thug case. They're going to cheat in order to get them. They're going to give them so many charges till most of them going to plead to the smaller charges. Probably going to be anywhere from 10 to 20.
I'm going to end it right there. We got to learn as black men, we're being watched. And we also have to learn that when you become rich, get the fuck out of the streets. What are you doing? Young Thug simply deserves to go to jail because he's foolish, he's dumb, and you can take a nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga. And that shit been going on. It's been going on for a while. He ain't gonna do no crimes. Because, officer, can you get off my ass? No. Officer, can you throw me a bone? No. Because they're gonna extort your ass for the money. The lawyers know you have the money. They know you got the money. So why do something stupid to get rid of it? Why? It don't even make sense. But man, peace, man. Hey, this free game podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. And I definitely need the subscribers right now. I'm trying to stop struggling. I'm living in a damn basement. No, I'm just playing. But y'all hit that subscribe button, man. I appreciate it. Peace. This free game podcast.